I didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of Overtime, everybody. I'm Austin Arnold, and in a little bit I'll be joined by Ben McMillen. But for now, the Kent State men's baseball and softball teams have been hitting the diamond all spring long. So let's check in and see how they're doing. The Golden Flashes baseball team is on the road this weekend against the Dayton Flyers in a 4-game series to try and redeem what happened last weekend against the Northern Illinois Huskies. The Flyers took game 1 of that series by a score of 14-2 and scored 9 unanswered runs within the first 4 innings. It was just simply too much to overcome for the Golden Flashes as the bats were not flowing and runs were not scoring. The Golden Flashes right now are playing Dayton in the second game of that series, with the Golden Flashes being up 6-2 at the top of the 8th inning. The final 2 games will be played tomorrow in a doubleheader, with the first game starting at 1 p.m. and the second game starting at 4 p.m. Assuming Kent State wins the game today, the series will be split at 1-1, and tomorrow will decide if Kent State or Dayton can finish the series off and win the series in a good fashion. After this series, Kent State will be on the road next weekend as they play the Bowling Green Falcons in a 3-game series that starts on Friday at 3:05 p.m.
The Kent State softball team continued their offensive surge with a pair of victories and a doubleheader at Northern Illinois. The Golden Flashes won the first game 11-0 in 5 innings and took the nightcap by a score of 12-5. This win gives Kent State a conference record of 5-1 and marks the 6th conference game the Golden Flashes have scored at least 8 runs and had at least 10 hits as a team. Brooklyn Witt led the team with 4 hits, 3 runs scored, and 5 RBIs in the afternoon games, with teammates Megan Turner and Alexis Taub tallying at least 3 RBIs apiece. Pitchers Jessica LeBeau and Gabby Sherman kept the Huskies from scoring through the first 10 innings of the afternoon and allowed them just 9 team hits. The Flashes continue their 4-game series with the Huskies today and Sunday before matching up with the Ohio Bobcats next weekend.
Sure, baseball and softball are always a blast, but don't you forget about the other sports. Let's take a look at what's been going on around Kent State athletics.
The Kent State field hockey team continued their streak with a pair of wins over the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For the Friday victory, it was a trio of goals in the third quarter from the Flashes that put them ahead 3-2, and on Saturday, a goal by the senior sharpshooter Clara Rodriguez in the 9th minute allowed Kent State to park the bus and take home a defensive victory 1-0. Goalkeeper Azor Fernsler held things down in the net with 2 saves on Friday and 3 saves on Saturday, including 2 sliding stops. The 5-1 Golden Flashes will be back in action next week as they travel to Oxford to take on the Miami Redhawks for a Friday and Saturday showdown.
The Kent State women's volleyball team took 3 hard losses to finish the regular season. 1 loss coming to Ohio University in 3-1, and the last 2 losses coming to Western Michigan in their 2-game series by both scores being 3-0 in favor of the Broncos. The Kent State Golden Flashes are looking to try and get into the MAC tournament, where only the top 4 teams in the MAC can get in. They are currently awaiting the final score of the Miami, Ohio versus Central Michigan game, and that game will determine whether or not Kent State gets the 4 seed in the tournament. If Kent State gets in, they will play Bowling Green next week to start the tournament.
The Golden Flash lacrosse team is on fire right now after tying the program's single-game goal record with 21 goals scored in their recent victory over Presbyterian. Madison Rapier had a career afternoon against Presbyterian, scoring a career-high 5 goals in the win and snagging 7 draw controls. Jackie Wolford had a goal-scoring party of her own, tying a career-high 4 goals and adding an assist of her own. 5 other Flashes recorded 3 or more points in the offensive explosion, with Taylor Montoro getting her 2nd win of the season in goal for Kent State with 7 saves and 47 minutes of action. The women's lacrosse team kicks off a 3-game and 6-day stretch with a MAC showdown against the Youngstown State Penguins on Sunday afternoon.
You're still here? Okay, that's all the tea we got for this week. But tune in next week where we have more Kent State sports, more athletic events to cover, and much, much more. For Ben McMillen, I'm Austin Arnold, signing off.